Yes, I am a Scrum Master, and I have a lot of experience with the Agile methodology, which, if you did offer me this job, I would look forward to deploying those strategies. I'm sorry. I just it just hit me that if you did offer me this job and I worked here, I would absolutely kill myself day one. Um, I thought I could make it through this. I thought I could just talk the talk and get the job, and but I just know day one I would come in here. I'd have the morning would be fine. Everyone would be friendly to me, nice to me as the new guy. Small talk would be easy. They'd be lobbing softballs at me. Where'd you work before this? Where are you from originally? I'd be hitting those out of the park. It would feel good. But then lunchtime would hit, and it would dawn on me that I actually work here, and I'm one of you, and I would immediately find the IT guy, and I would ask him for a long cord, probably an Ethernet cord. I would guess he probably has a 50 or 100-foot Ethernet cords for hardwiring the computers to the network, um, and I would use that to hang myself in the middle of the office. There's just no way I can pretend to respect any of you. And the people who work here who do pretend to respect you are rats. They're worms, and I can't associate with them. And all this talk, the Scrum, the Agile, I just I looked up these terms online. I don't understand. It's just why do you have a term for making a to-do list and just doing the items on it, and then when the end result sucks, you fix it. The only thing I think I could possibly force myself to use the agile methodology would be for hanging myself in the middle of the office, kind of the way ISIS or the Taliban might display a victim's body publicly as a warning to others. I would kind of do that as a service to your employees with my own body. It's kind of a ghost of Christmas future, or an omen, a warning for them to get out while they can. Just because, look, the way I would use the agile methodology, there's no way I could force myself to actually participate in any of the projects you guys do around here. But I could use those methods, I guess, to kind of execute my own suicide here in the office, which would be, I guess, just going, I would plan it. I've already done that, just kind of here in this interview. The plan sort of came to me fully formed. And then I would design it, of course, by sort of mapping out, maybe making a little Gantt chart of exactly what days or what hours I'd be speaking with the IT guy. Maybe I'd be talking to the IT guy, kind of a preliminary meeting. I would develop the plan by kind of bumping into him in the break room or by the coffee machine, and I would sort of just drop a friendly, what's the longest and strongest cord you have? Is it a power cord? Is it an HDMI? Or, again, like I said before, I would guess it would be the Ethernet. He probably has a 50 or 100 footer that I could double or triple wrap. That would be sturdy enough to hold a adult man's body from the rafters. I would then, of course, test the plan by getting the HDMI or the Ethernet cord. Getting the Ethernet cord under the ruse of saying that upper management told me I have to plug my computer in or something. The IT guy, he's not going to ask me questions. If I'm confident to the IT guy, he's just going to give me what I ask for. And then I would test it by, I'd stay late one night, maybe the first night. You all would kind of think that just means I'm a dedicated employee, but really I would be standing on a couple of chairs, tying that Ethernet cord to the ceiling, and then on the other end attaching a garbage can or two with some reams of printer paper, enough that mimic my weight as a 190-pound man, to make sure that it's not just going to rip the ceiling off, which would be it'd be incredibly embarrassing thing to happen to me on my first day at work. So once I'm sure that it's sturdy, I would then deploy this strategy by getting up on the chair myself, wrapping the Ethernet around my own neck, tying it to the ceiling, and then kicking the chair away. And then I would review, I guess, kind of as I hang there, ideally. It didn't rip off the ceiling. My plan worked. I would, in those last final moments, kind of just review this whole plan. I guess I would be satisfied that it worked. I might regret the fact that I accepted this job offer in the first place, but in terms of this particular scrum, I would declare it a success, assuming that I was, fading off for good, and satisfied in the fact that I don't have to work here or work for any of you for one moment more. Wow. Thank you so much for walking us through your thought process. That was a fantastic agile deployment, and we'd be thrilled to have you join the team. You'd like to offer me a full-time employment here, despite everything I just told you about my well thought out plan to kill myself in your office day one because I detest you and your company? Despite, we want to hire you because of that plan. Okay, well, thank you guys so much. Yeah, I look forward to starting to work here and following through on my plan.